Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing this cute cow design, cows and daisies that you have seen on the thumbnail. So I'm just going through the products that we're using. I'll list them down below. I know that this is going a bit quickly. I've actually sped this up simply because of time. Not everybody wants to see this part. But the blue is Ugly Duckling number 38. Highly recommend. If you don't have it, you should have it in your collection. Really, really love it. The yellow I have here, I believe, is number 135. And then I have my Fusion Paints White 101 and Black 101 that are like my Die Hard Standby. These are my Shotgun Rider black and white that I paint with all the time. So I've already done the first coat. I'm coming in and doing the second coat. I did the first coat off camera. I just didn't think that you guys wanted to see all of that. And then I'm also going to come in afterwards with a matte top coat because it is, in my opinion, so much easier to draw on a matte top coat. So I have my Light Elegance gel polish brush, which has seen better days. There's not even any writing on it anymore because I was going to, show it to the camera. There's no writing on it anymore. But it's a great brush. I've got a couple of them. I need a couple more gel polish brushes. Can never seem to remember to order them. So that's why I'm still using these old guys, but it's all good. So this Fusion Paints White 101 and the black both, I'm not doing full coverage with the black today, but it is my go-to for full coverage. It dries tack free, which is why, another reason why I'm using the matte top coat over this. It just makes it so much easier to paint your art on with. I'm just using my Ugly Duckling acrylic container as a stand here, handstand. It seems to be the perfect height when I'm working on myself. And of course I'm curing, full curing, flash curing in between all of this. I have totally edited that out, but you can guarantee at any point in time that I have flash cured or full cured. So I'm going in and just randomly drawing my cow print. Now, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes randomly drawing these things are not as easy as you might think. It's hard to draw random shapes and sizes. I tend to start out the same with my little blips every time, but it actually took more concentration than what one might think. This is my Ugly Duckling Detailer 2 brush. I love this brush. It is one of my go-tos. The art brushes that I reach for consecutively are this one, as well as my Selena Riden brush kit. One little love frame there. There we go. My Selena Riden Light Elegance brush kit. I use this stripey from that a lot. But I do kind of tend to use this Ugly Duckling one more than the rest. And then I had showed you a random dotting tool. Out of a complete set of dotting tools, that green one, and I have a black one. They seem to be the only two left. The black one has a lot larger dots on it. I don't tend to use that one very often, but that green one I do tend to use quite a bit. These dots, I was trying to space them out enough so that there wasn't too many. You could make them smaller and make more of them, or I think next time I would even try making them bigger and use fewer of them. Of course, the length on these nails is astronomical. It certainly is not salon length. I did these nails originally for a nail art challenge little competition on Instagram. I believe when this video airs, it will actually be tonight that they're choosing the winner. It was a hashtag in the ocean design, and I had a lot of fun with it. But I wanted to use these nails again for another design before I shorten them down. So that is what you're seeing today, and that is why in some clips I believe you can see that my ring finger is built with a shimmer powder. And that's why I was copying the In the Ocean for the In the Ocean challenge. that was a lot of fun. And if you go to the site, I can actually on Instagram link it below. Better yet, I will just put it right up on the screen. This is something I didn't plan to do, so excuse me while I look here. It's Fina Nail Lounge. It's FIINA_nail lounge. So from the time you see this until sometime towards bedtime, you can still vote. Mine is number 3, no pressure. I had a ton of fun doing it. I really like those challenges. So if you guys are hosting a challenge, or if you see a challenge out there on Instagram, drop me a line on my Liquid Chrome Nails Instagram, because I really want to do the challenge. I really love the challenges. I think they're great. It pushes me to create things that I don't get to choose, and that for me actually is wonderful. I like it when I don't get to choose. So I'm doing the dots here for the flowers. Okay, flowers are my nemesis. I do not like flowers. No, I shouldn't say that. It's not that I don't like them. I don't enjoy doing them. They almost always flop on me. So what you can see is me doing the petals. I'm working off of a picture that's on my iPad. You can't see it. It's to the left of my hand here, of the camera. But I've done a dot for every petal. These seemed to work really well for me, but I also believe it has something to do with the larger canvas. When I do these on clients, I often struggle. I always get them out there. I'm not going to send a client home with something that's completely ugly, but sometimes I really sweat trying to do these. These ones did, though. These ones, doing that dot system and then drawing my petal in afterwards this way, so I'm widening it out. I have not, by the way, flash cured these lines because I didn't want them to, sometimes when you're working over flash cure, it will drag. I probably could have full cured them, but I was kind of on a roll and just decided to not at all cure. So I'm still using, I believe, my Ugly Duckling brush. Yes, I am. And I'm just coming in and making the petals wider. And I think in a minute you see me come back through and make them even wider again. I just didn't want the width to be too much starting out. It's easier to put more on than it is to take off. But I really did enjoy how these turned out. This I thought was going to be a really big challenge for me, because as much as I can kind of pretty well recreate most anything, flowers really are a challenge. I think it's the symmetry in them, I'm not sure. But I was happy with these ones. So at the end here, I do leave you with 3 pictures of the finished product. They were the pictures, a little out of frame there, sorry. They were the pictures that I used on my Instagram. So just to give you an idea on these nails, when I started editing these, I had 40 minutes of footage. So that will be curing and everything. That is also probably me stopping to fiddle on Facebook and maybe check my Instagram because sometimes I get sidetracked. You all know how that works. But essentially I had 40 minutes into this design. Not that it's necessarily hard, it was just tedious. And I ended up top coating the entire thing with matte. I enjoy designs with matte more than shiny for the most part. So thanks so much for watching. We are winding down to the end of this design. If you have any questions, pop them down below. I will have a list of my most frequently used products down there and a couple affiliate links, I believe all through Amazon, if you would like to check those out. And like I said, check out my Instagram, check out that challenge if you would like. All of my socials are Liquid Chrome Nails. I would love to chat with you there, and I really hope you have a great evening.